I hope you guys are all being blessed this morning. I hope you guys are all getting along with your endeavors and everything so forth. Okay, you see, guys, on my community board and on in my videos, I just dropped last night a video regarding to the reversal candles or whatever. You're not gonna find too many people that are they're looking at those as a great thing because they know that they've been sending people ugly shit. Yeah, okay, you could send it all day long, but when you know that it's coming back to you and it's a candle to reverse whatever you've been sending people. See, if you walk around daily or whatever without ill will intent for people, you wouldn't have to worry about no candle like that. But you got a lot of people and they're on YouTube and they're in your community and they're in your neighborhood and they're in your family. And if you were to tell them, hey, I got some reversing candles over here, but you're not the one that's been sending people bad shit. This is how you find out who people really are. God forgive me for cursing. Like I say, I came up in here with a peaceful mind state. I was over there with, on YouTube with the Christian artists and being hella respectful, well, trying to be, outside of people trying to pull me out of my element and do things, with their energy to cause me to get, in an uproar. So you got people that will do that. But if you're a person that walk around and you don't want nothing bad to happen for no one, you don't have to worry about those candles. You could just buy it, which I bought those candles. It's 24 of them. And I got reading candles as well. I bought those for my collective. I don't use them because I'm going to let God tear their ass off the bone. I would wish for you guys to, but I can't be right there with you guys every day. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you're dealing with. I don't know what type of spirits, energy, what, but coming from YouTube or coming from people in general that just want ugly things to happen for other people, then you got to be, you guys should purchase one or whatever. But you see, it's not going to be a lot of people. You got a lot of people that's they sitting up on YouTube right now and in the tarot room like, damn. Because they know, even tarot readers, they know they've been some of the people that work with dark energies and they use their energy. I'm still sitting in my space right now. I don't have anything. It's people been backstabbing me time and time all up on YouTube. Time and time again, I'm watching their actions. Why are you even stay in your lane and let me stay in my lane and everybody be peaceful and great? You work on what you need to work on and do and continue to be who you are. If you're a negative, dark energy using person, whatever you are, if you don't want to change, that's on you. I can't afford to play games with the enemy, okay? And the majority of y'all are the enemy. Yeah, you got some great big devils in you. I'm not sending you nothing negative. I don't care what you do. I just stay in my space and speak whatever God tell me to speak about. As far as cursing, yeah, you go to listening to you listen to different music or whatever. If that's not who you are, you will slowly begin to notice you'll be cursing or you'll be doing whatever the music is doing because it's a spirit created that. And the person that's in behind that spirit, whatever energy they use and they have, you're going to begin to start seeing people operate like that. That's why we got all these murders and people being jealous or whatever. Because if you get up there and your energy every day, your spirit, you using your spirit to make music or make whatever you're making, make a movie, making whatever you use, whoever you are, it's going to be, your spirit is going to be being operated out of that particular product you sell, you use, you sing, you operate, okay? And you're going to begin to see people play out in that form. They're going to be operating just as such as you are. You talk about killing a bunch of people, you're going to attract a lot of people that is going to partake that sort of energy, and they're going to be up out here trying to kill a bunch of motherfuckers. You take a person that's jealous-hearted, envy, they haven't healed, attention seekers, they're going to attract a lot of people with that same spirit, and they're going to be operating out of that and creating a big fucking mess. Do you understand me? Okay? I cannot break it down and explain it to y'all no simpler than what I have. People can say what they want to. I just look like this. I just look like this. But what I do want you to do, or whatever, if you're not giving me anything, don't come and get my items, because I'm a person that give. And eventually, the Holy Spirit gonna take control over you, and you gonna be done gave away every motherfucking thing because you took from everybody, and that's gonna be your reaping anyway. So I don't need to worry about nothing. Like I say, I can leave here today and have peace with myself and peace within and peace with all of y'all, because I know I don't want to, I'm not a person that's trying to wish y'all harm or danger or envy or jealousy or to be, you know what I'm saying? No, I bought these candles. I know what it do, because I know who God is. I know he's going to let the devil, he done took his hand off of each and every last one of y'all that's following me, that's trying to betray me, that's trying to belay me, trying to, envy me, hate on me, trying to do whatever your intents are, baby, is coming back for you. These candles are for my collective. I don't need them. I know who God is. I know what he's going to do. I can sit back here and be great. You can take my content. You can take my video. You can take whatever it is. I guarantee you're going to pay 20 times over what you took from me. This ain't anything that I'm just speaking. This is things I've seen play out. So I'm not mad. But you got a bunch of people that got ill will intents for people. They've been sending you negative energy and all of that. And their eyes was bucked like a motherfucking, what is that thing that got eyes bucked out? When they seen that candle last night, they was like, oh, shit. She got a candle that'll send me back what I done sent towards her. And towards people that I'm being hateful towards and just using my energy to be evil, envy, and jealous. And I can't just keep my little body in my own lane and operate from there and be great and wish for everyone else to be great as well. Oh, she got a candle that sent all of that back that's in my heart, that I know I don't like her. I don't like what she be talking about. I don't like what she stand for. I want to just take who she is and use it for myself. I don't like, because I really don't have a major story like she got, and she done went through all of that. She don't deserve no love. She don't deserve anything. She's playing victim. Bitch, I ain't never played no victim in my life. God forgive me for cussing. Because I don't have to. Because I know who takes care of me. I know who walks with me. I know when I was walking the streets at night, didn't even have anywhere to sleep, and I was a child. I know that I can't be a victim, because the majority of all this shit that broke me down and beat my ass down from a child to now, I never spoke of it until I got on here. And it's to help you motherfuckers, not take it. It's to help you and apply it. It's to help you to stop using your little bodies and your energy to do ugly towards people. It's to help break your ass down and stop you and correct the way that you're living and how you are portraying and acting out and what you're doing to hurt other people. My story is, bitch, it ain't to victimize nobody or to be victimized. And bitch, quit coming and trying to victimize me. Because I said I'm saved. I said God, I walk with the God. I walk with the Lord. I'm not gonna say I walk with God. I walk with the guys. I almost, excuse me for my French, I don't walk with the guys because I don't know who is really for God and who's not. Okay? I'm for righteousness. I'm for light. I'm for doing things right. And I judge myself when I do stuff out of line. It's even written in God's word. He got people who have gifts. And yes, he is with them. He's in them. And he's judging you motherfuckers right now. You better go learn something. Go back to the Bible. In the name of Jesus. It's certain scripture now. I'm going to find it. He said he is in people and he's... So y'all can quit. Can't nobody judge me but God. Oh, but God is in a whole bunch of people judging. You're right at this particular moment. And you're going to get it. Period. Okay. Like I say, when I pop those candles out, oh. They know what they've been doing. They know they've been using their energy in an ugly way and sending people bad and ugly tactics and ugly things and things to harm people. And when you come out with this camera, to reverse it back to them, how are you going to like that? You're not. You're going to go try to work up you something else to do with darkness or whatever that's going to backfire on you too. And this year is hitting your family members and your kids and people that you love. You're going to begin to see things happen, or I would tell y'all a story, but I'm not, because it was a person that kept on doing this certain thing, and it's been some years now or whatever. I had to deal with this person, but I kept telling this person to stop. It was a kind of lady or whatever. She's very, very smart, but she had a lot of things happen to her as well or whatever that made her go mental. She went off the rig or whatever, but she's very smart and but she's coming back. She's in full-fledged. And so she was, she would tell me or whatever that it was these two individuals in the, projects where I lived at, whatever. She was like, she came one morning telling me or whatever that it was this certain individual that, was close within distance and relative, like in my family. And another individual that I know, that didn't like me and my children or whatever. And I don't know for the reason for why, because we never was around these people, or we kept our distance or whatever. We wasn't, bothering them, and they shouldn't have no, sometimes people just don't like you for who you are, what you have, even your giftings or whatever. And so she kept on telling me, she said, such and such and such and such, they be taking people's pictures and they be going and going to the witch doctor or whatever and to practice. And I said, what? So she kept saying it or whatever. So they was trying to make the woman sound like she was crazy. And she's not. She's very alert and aware. And, it's just a lot of altercations and things happen within her family dynamic and things that happened and occurred. And also she had been, raped and different things. They said it had drove her crazy. I could imagine, because I've been there. I've been there as well. And so, but nevertheless, it'll knock your mental, anything that's off balance, that's not, and you operating in a bad way and out of a negative dark energy, and you think that you are operating properly, but you doing things with intent to hurt other people, your mental is off. You're sick. If you can go, because you got to let things flow naturally of this world. When we came into this world, you go all the way back to the day you were born. Unless your family worships Satan, then you're just of Satan and you're just here to fulfill a mission of darkness that's going to lead your ass on a highway to hell on earth. Period. So, anyway, so the woman or whatever, she say, girl, you better make sure, and this was a person that, I would allow to come in my house and and all this. One of them were, the other one or whatever. But you know how people still can come around you but really don't like you. They don't have your best interest either. So I had a person like that would just come around and see what I was doing, where I was at work. And, she would always try to do ugly stuff, and I would know that it was her. So I would just go to her face and tell her, and she just wouldn't be able to say anything when I would crack her about things that she was doing. She would just wouldn't say anything. Just sit there. Then she'll go away and won't come around for a while, and then she'll slide her ass back around again. Okay, well, anyway, I kept telling this woman, and I kept telling her. It made me so mad because when my grandson was born 2 years ago, it's weird. I used the remedy that my mom used to use or whatever. She would put a coin in some sulfate or whatever, and my other sister that is living, because I got one that's deceased and then I got two that's on my father's side or whatever. But this one is, that I still have living. She be old in an uproar, and before my mom died and all this and that, she would bring that stuff up and she would be like, no one's using those old made up remedies that y'all learned from back in the day, and don't give my kids that shit, and don't do anything pertaining to any of that, because my mom used to use all them house remedies that my grandmother used to use all the time, and we never went to the doctor or none of that. She would make up her own medicine and make us take it and all of that, and she would just do things the old-fashioned way and use remedies and all this stuff. And so my mom used to put a coin in some sulfate and let it turn green or whatever, and she would take that and use it for an ointment for if someone had a rash or an infection or whatever. And nevertheless, I don't know, I believe it's the intentions behind it and what's coming from your heart that's believing on that product to work. That's the reason things happen with people, even energetically, like when they're trying to practice witchcraft and do and have ill intent for people. That negative energy, it delay things or whatever, it'll put a delay or cause a big amount of confusion. It'll have you all confused up in your head where, it's trying to knock you off balance on seeing and staying focused and seeing where you're to go and what you're to do, because it'll start knocking things all out of whack. It'll either bring someone in or cause some type of altercation to try to hinder you and knock you off your pivot or whatever, but it's just delaying. It's not going to cause anything to happen, because God is going to fulfill his promise, and he don't give a dang who's in the way. You're gonna be moved. Okay, so the devil that's the only thing he can do. And I would tell you guys some more things, because I know about these things, and people just need, quit like you're sick. It's okay. I've been sick. I still may be sick from some certain different things, but I try not to make it be a matter of causing harm for someone else. If you're doing it like that, then you're way off balance. You're doing it in the wrong way. This world have to flow naturally, and our bodies is committing a bunch of havoc and sickness and darkness, and our energies and our bodies is putting this mess out here into the atmosphere, which is causing a bunch of stuff to happen, and God is not playing no more. Something else besides the corona, and don't y'all say I did not tell y'all, because of the things that we are doing, it's coming for our ass. So get ready. And I don't think y'all ready. I don't think you're ready, but you was ready to go use your energy to do whatever you think you could do. Honey, you don't rule this world. It's not by your will, it's by God's. It's not by your energy, it's by God's. You got to let things flow naturally. When it's not flowing naturally, everything is all off balance, and it's out of, you know what I'm saying, and it's causing a bunch of havoc and killing and stealing and destroying and evil and envy and jealousy and strife and hate and all of this. And it's a bunch of it being operated in this world, and God got to get rid of this. He got to get rid of it. That's meaning if you are allowing the devil to use you, he's going to let the devil that used you going to come back and collect from you. The devil can only use you to do what he have planned out or whatever, to destroy yourself. He's going to use you to destroy some shit, then turn around and get rid of your ass. Whether he take your life, he caused something very bad to happen to you here on earth, whatever, it's going to happen. So get ready for it. Okay? So anyway, the woman kept on telling me they get people's pictures, don't have such and such and such. And so I'm praying about it, and I'm praying about it. And I didn't warn this woman so many times. And oh my God, my God, my God, my God. Lord, they know not what they do. Woo! It's best for y'all to just stay in your own lane. That's all. Don't wish nobody nothing bad. Don't wish them nothing ugly. Stay in your own lane, and things will get better for you. And, you know, things will change for you. Stop using your energy to try to harm someone or one-up someone or belittle someone, or just let things be. If this person ain't doing anything to hurt anyone, as far as you can see, or let them do whatever God wants them to do, and you do whatever it is that you want to do. If you don't want to be of light and you don't want to do the right thing, you do your negative dark, but don't mess with no one else. Let them, you know, you got to see, if, unless, like I say, you know that a person is doing something with ill will intent to hurt another person, God gonna be all for you if you tell that person, you better stop. You better stop doing that. You better come correct, and you better stop that. You better, that's not right. Don't do it. Okay? So I was going to go, I'm just telling y'all, I was going to go on further into the story about the lady or whatever that lost her mind, but she back now. And she was telling me about these two individuals that they go to the witch doctor, they take people pictures, woo woo woo, and she was telling me, don't ever let them have a picture of you, and they can even go to Facebook or wherever they want to go and take your picture and do it, and you know, they might have it on their phone and try to do something or whatever, but it's all gonna come back to them. It is. And this year God had told me that this thing was gonna happen, because I prayed. And like I say, I made that ornament for my grandson. Wasn't even, 2 years ago or whatever, and he had a rash or something that I never seen before. But I remember my mother always used to tell me, she say, for fungus and stuff like that, it'll kill it or whatever. She would put that coin in that sulfur and let it turn green or something. It was a remedy. And she said it will kill all infections or any type of rashes or whatever. You don't ever use it on your private area because that's too strong. or whatever, but on the skin area, like, or whatever. But, this thing had happened with my grandson, and I started using it, and I started putting it on there, or you could even put it in Camphor or whatever, a coin. And when it turned green or whatever, you take the coin out or whatever, and you just start rubbing the stuff on, and it'll take it away or whatever. And it was just an old remedy. Like, my mom used to make up a lot of medicine, like stuff that we had to use ourselves at home. Like, when the babies get the rash and you cook the flour or whatever on the stove, and, for their bottoms and all of that, that was stuff like that. And so, she just used a lot of that old stuff. And I did it, and I went to apply it. We tried everything. We went and got rash, stuff over, at the store to apply to my grandson's rash or whatever. Not on his bottom, it was on, another spot on his body, not on his bottom area. We would use the flour, cook the flour, and use that. Whatever, let it get brown and use that for rashes. But nevertheless, I did that ointment back in the day, tactic or whatever, and I started putting it on, and it took it away. And mind you, we had been buying things at the store, and every time we would go use it or whatever, it never would go away. It seemed like it was getting worse. It went away one time, and then it came back. After I did that to his face, wiped his face down, and and his arm, and all of that, and it was not eczema. And I was thinking that his face was going to get it on there because his cheeks, but babies do that when they're younger. But this was a rash, and it was to the arm and a little bit on, And so I was like, what is this? What is this? And it just started beginning to look so weird, like so weird or whatever. And, I was like, so we took him to the doctor thinking, eczema, whatever, wasn't that? And the doctor started saying something, and he had a name for it, whatever. I don't know. I used to clean it, put him in the tub, apply the cream, and it went away. It went away immediately. And then so after that or whatever, it was just like, I don't know how this, and something came over me and started telling me or whatever, this is how much this woman hated me for nothing, because I hadn't did nothing to her. I used to not even be around her, but at one time they was telling me that she kept on following the dude that I had been messing around with. She was always following him around, like another lady was telling me, like. And later on I found out or whatever, he came and told me or whatever, like, that woman followed him so much or whatever, and went around trying to or whatever, till she ended up really sleeping with that man or whatever, which I never mess with him again. It's my, but he came and told it and said some bad stuff about her or whatever. And so I was like, that's just, like, that's just sickening or whatever. Like, how do you just go around? But it's not good. What turned out for her, it haven't been good, and I feel so bad for her. It just goes to show you how people could use their energy and do evil and bad stuff, and what they mean for your harm, it goes back to them eventually. I know that she had been sending me negative stuff for a long time, and it just went back to her or whatever. And like, it's not good. It's not good. But I don't know. Like I say, I'm skipping back to the part about what happened in the ointment that I made for my grandson. I was like, something just came over me and told me that woman had sent, because my little grandson, his face was so creamy, so pretty. And, his body, his skin and all of that. And when he was born with some big old full curls, like big looped curls in his head. And he was so handsome, so handsome. And it was almost like, a person as such that would do something so evil like that. Like, she was like, the baby was so handsome that she wanted, like, she did that and sent, like, or went and worked up something to make something energetically, like, happen physically to my grandson. And I didn't want to think that of her or whatever, but it kept coming over me real strong. And when I would think it, I would get chills. And I was like, I know this woman, because I started blocking her from everything. But my kids still had her on social sites. And it just goes to show you, a person can be so jealous of you, where it stems back to what that woman did to what was her, Selena. She had been up around her all this time, working for her and all that, and all the time you that jealous of this woman because of her beauty. It just goes, you still got demonic people that's walking this earth that's doing that same stuff right to this very same day. Some of them are even, they beautiful as Selena is, and they're the ones that's portraying and playing out in that type of energy. It may be someone that don't even look as cute as them, that they hate to the core, that they're willing to go the extra mile to hinder and kill, steal, and destroy this person. Like, people are sick. That's why this whole world is off balance. Like, people passing judgment on your skin tone and all of that. That's a sickness. You are sick. If it wasn't a shame, your ass need to be in a mental institution. And I've been off the rig from certain things that didn't happen. I let it all build up, and it knocked me on my ass. So that's probably why, I be in a state of the way I speak, my speech, and da-da-da-da-da. It was at times I couldn't even properly speak with no one, which I'm not used to speaking to people anyway like that. I mean, one-on-one I can, or maybe a few, or maybe 5 people at one time in the physical or whatever, but I'm not used to just speaking like that or whatever. So I use whatever a lot, which I've always used whatever, but sometimes it can get a bit out of hand, so y'all have to forgive me for that. But it just goes to show you, oh no, they're not going to like that, because they know they've been sending you negative shit. This world have to be natural. I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell y'all something else or whatever. You cannot operate like that. You cannot operate in no negative, bad energy like that and feel that things are going to end up well for you, because it's not. Everything have to flow naturally. Oh no, they wasn't going to. I'm gonna tell you, when that happened with my grandson, and it kept coming, and she was the first one popped in my head. And God don't just give me people that's doing things like that if it's not them. I would catch chills and all of that. And my kids would say, so I got down on my knees one day. I said, God, I know you're not telling me that this woman did that and sent that over here and went and worked up something like that because of how cute that baby was when he was born. I said, God, I know that lady did not do that. I know she did it. I said, God, show me if she did that. I got down on my knees. I was crying. I was playing. I got down on my knees. I was crying. I was praying. Not playing because I wasn't playing with that hoe. I don't like people that do things unnaturally, that send out negative forces towards people. No, it's not normal. You can't do it. You can't. It will come back on you. I said, Lord, I know you're not going to tell me this woman did that. I said, I know she did not do that. I said, God, it was one night I broke down on my knees praying and crying, and I was praying. I said, Lord, stop these people from using their energy like that, because God, I did not want to believe it. I said, God, I know she didn't do that. I know she didn't do it. I said, God, if she did that, you show me that this woman did. Show it so clear to me that a 2-year-old baby would be able to see it. So, you know, me and this woman, we don't have the same last name. Three weeks later, after I prayed that lady's mail from a business came to my mailbox. And God says, here's your answer. He said, yes, she did it. She did it. Oh, my God. My God, my God, my God. Her mail came to my mailbox from a business. This woman, that lady, she at this time, she didn't even know where I lived at. Because I didn't want her to know where I lived at. This last time she came coming around, and it'd be like she's just coming around to see what, and she go and she wish nothing but the bad, you know, the worst for people or something. That's what God was telling me in my, like, I'm like, why is she doing this stuff? Because I couldn't understand. Like, why? Because I don't have nothing with her. Like, I'm not sending nothing towards her. I wish the best for her, you know, whatever she's doing. That's her business. Everyone's stay in their own lane. It's not my problem or whatever. Why do you have it out for me? Why? Well, it ain't going, it haven't turned out. That's why I tell y'all, you can't play in witchcraft. You can't play with this stuff. It doesn't end well. So, I got another video I have to come back with. So, we're going to end this one. God bless. Y'all have a great day.